The Biafra Defense Forces stationed at Lilu have demonstrated the highest level of resistance. Welcome back to Biafra News. Support Biafra, people of goodwill. Ada Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. Biafrans, I bring you another update. This same Lilu, Biafra Prime Minister have been updating Biafrans how Biafra gallant men are dealing with zoo terrorist killers in army uniform coming to terrorize the Biafra land to kill Biafra mothers and children in Lilu. Now they have been decimated again with their Armour tank. Well, the more they come, the more they meet their end. So, Biafrans, before I continue with this very update is coming from Defense Headquarters Biafra Liberation Army page. Can't wait for Biafra Prime Minister to repost it because he always repost a post from this very liberation page. So before I continue, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please kindly click the red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell right beside it to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comments at the comment section. So we are going straight to this very update. Pay attention as we continue and share as you are listening. Biafra Defense Forces stationed at Lilu have demonstrated the highest level of resistance. More than 30 zoo terrorists in Nigerian army were decimated and the 2 Armour tanks destroyed. Biafra Defense Force will sink the zoo. Exactly. Biafra Ogbunigwe is working. Ogbunigwe, our wonder machine, up BDF, more power to General Butuzo. Chukwokikabiama will continue to guard and protect you people for us. So people volunteer to defend Biafra land to put a stop to the genocide and atrocities of Nigerian army in Biafra land. Before now, our people were crying, calling on international community, calling on the world to come to our rescue. Nobody came to our rescue or asked, why are we being terrorized? Before these angels came together and said, it's time for us to do the needful. Our land cannot continue being terrorized. Our people cannot continue being killed by Nigeria terrorist state or Nigeria terrorist army in the name of one Nigeria. Unity is not by force. And these very angels have been doing a very fantastic job since they came out. And one thing the enemies have failed to understand is that they cannot defeat a volunteer army. Indigenous people of Biafra have been terrorized enough and killed enough for Nigeria to remain one. And now we want nothing but total exit from Nigeria. Nigeria army and Nigeria terrorist state started bringing war, silent war to southeast. And we are defending our land. We are doing the needful. That is what EU said we should go and do, should go and defend ourselves. If we don't do the needful, nobody is coming to our rescue. Well, we are defending our land, putting a stop to the killing and the terrorism going on in our land. And we all don't want any apology, no explanation. If you don't like that we are defending our land, refusing Nigeria army to subdue the people of Southeast or indigenous people of Biafra, we are defending our land. We were killed, terrorized. Southeast Biafra land was being bombarded by Nigeria terrorist state. For what exactly? For Nigeria to remain one? Is it by force for Biafrans to remain in Nigeria? The answer is no. The answer is no. So the Wotowoto will continue until they are all flushed out of Biafra land. We now have a government, and this very government demand is very simple. Bridget demand is very simple. Withdraw Nigeria terrorist state from Biafra land. They are not needed. Go to the north or go to other places. You people are needed, but not southeast. You people are not needed in southeast. They keep proving stubborn. They keep deploying untrained, or should I say unrepentant Boko Harams in army uniform in name of soldiers. If you ask them what exactly are they looking for in Southeast, is it by force to remain this staying in one Nigeria with the people of Southeast? They will not tell you what they are looking for. It's not by force. You see Nigeria army telling you insecurity in Southeast every day, whereas they are the ones causing insecurity. They are the ones that will come to Southeast, invade communities, villages, attack and kill the people for no reason. They cannot face their fellow men. Let me not call them, because the Nigeria terrorist army are not trained soldiers. Rather, they are unrepentant Boko Harams. They cannot face Biafra gallant men. But you see them going after unarmed Biafra citizens, civilians. You see them going after unarmed Biafrans for no reason. Face their fellow men with the same arms? No. And the Biafra gallant men are doing the needful. It's either they leave Biafra land in peace or they live in body bags. Whichever one needs their choice. Whichever one they choose, that is their choice, and we're going to serve it to them. So Biafra gallant men, Biafra Defense Forces demonstrated the highest level of resistance. Gone are the days Nigeria terrorist army terrorize Biafrans and in Biafra land and go unchallenged. Gone are the days our people will come out crying and they showing the world the atrocities, the genocide of Nigeria army in Biafra land, and nobody will do anything. Gone are those days. Our people are no longer crying. Rather, those that came to terrorize Biafra land are the ones now crying and calling on international communities to come and take action or do something. The hunters has become the hunted. And the Biafrans are solidly behind Biafra gallant angels defending Biafra land, protecting lives and properties of Biafrans. We are defending our land. And that is what our gallant men always tells you, Tèrrøríst state. You cannot terrorize me in my land and expect me to keep quiet. You cannot kill our people and go unchallenged. That is what our gallant men are telling Nigeria Tèrrøríst state, since they don't want to live in peace. Biafra land belongs to Biafrans, and it's up to them to decide what happens and what doesn't happen in their land. We have made it clear that we no longer want to be part of Nigeria, but instead, some fools and intellectuals from Southeast in Nigeria politics will be telling Nigeria government and Nigeria army, oh, they can come to Southeast. Nothing is going on. Whichever state they govern, they will not think they own that particular state, and it's up to them to decide what happens and what doesn't happen. That millions or hundreds of people there do not have a say. That is what those fools are telling the Fulanese. Well, I'm happy that we'll have a government speaking for us, unlike before. We'll have a prime minister that doesn't talk alone or post on social media alone. It's a prime minister that takes action. Once he tells you, oh, we are going to deal with these people, this particular base is going down, just give him highest. For the 8 hours, you will hear the news of the Wotowoto. So that is the kind of Biafra prime, the kind of prime minister we have. And this very government is the government of the people, government that cares about the people and the safety of the people. And that is why millions of Biafrans, which I'm one of, more than 50 million Biafrans have voted to leave the zoo, which I am one of. We are proud of this very government because this government is our government, and it's government of the people and for the people. It's not a government that will come on social media and back like a toothless bulldog and crawl back in without any action, without protecting the people. This is a government that tells you, you see this particular Nigeria terrorist base, this particular place, terrorizing our people is going down. And just give that government few hours and you hear the news. And we have gallant angels doing a very fantastic job, making sure that Biafra mothers are no longer being raped, our people are no longer being butchered, making sure that our land is no longer being bombarded by Nigeria terrorist army, that Biafrans are no longer being rendered homeless, and the Biafra old mothers and fathers are no longer crying over their buildings being set ablaze by Nigeria terrorist army. We are proud of these angels, and we are proud of this very government. And the Biafrans are telling our gallant men to continue, and this very government and the Biafra Prime Minister, Biafra government Prime Minister to carry on. We are solidly behind them. The enemies and the oppressors can never win this war. See, Nigeria terrorist army, they can never win this war. It's either they leave Biafra land in peace or they keep living in body bag or in pieces. Biafra land is wide open, waiting for them, because they will all meet their end in Biafra land. As Biafra gallant men keep resisting them, they will not stop until victory is achieved. So, Biafrans, I'll stop here. Let me read a few comments. First person said, Biafra angels, you people keep making us, the Biafrans, are very proud. Carry on and continue hitting the zoo where it pains most. All right, another person said, Biafra gallant men did not come out to play. The more the enemies come, the more they meet their end in Biafra land. All right, another person said, Biafra Defense Forces are doing a very fantastic job. Chukwu Kikabiama will continue to guide and protect them. All right, another person said, Biafra gallant men vow to defend Biafra land and put a stop to the killing of Biafrans, and that is what they are doing. This government is our government. Okay, another person said, who said men no day? Biafra gallant men are doing a very fantastic job as they keep resisting Nigeria terrorist army in Biafra land. Of course they are. Another person said, Biafra gallant men will continue to deal with zoo terrorists until they are all flushed out of Biafra land. We own Biafra land, exactly. Another person said, Biafra Prime Minister and the Biafra gallant men are doing a very fantastic job, and the Chukwu Kikabiama will continue to guide and protect them for us. He said. Another person said, yes, they adhere to the instruction. We will not do anything to them. Okay, if they adhere to the instruction, nothing will happen to them. But if they keep proving stubborn, Biafra gallant men will keep dashing them granite every day. Okay. All right, dear friends, I'll stop here. Biafra gallant men dealt with Zoo terrorist killers in Lilu, and the two armored tank. More than 30 Zoo terrorists were neutralized, and the two armored tank was destroyed. Two armored tank were destroyed. Biafra Defense Forces will continue to deal with them until they are all flushed out of Biafra land. Wotowoto remains the code. The people want nothing but total exit from Nigeria, and we do not want. The indigenous people of Biafra do not want Nigeria terrorist army in anywhere in Biafra land, in any Biafra territory. We do not want them. Let them go to the north, where bandits are operating freely, and leave southeast alone. Nigeria army are the ones causing insecurity in southeast. But they keep telling you insecurity, insecurity. There is nothing like insecurity if Nigeria army not in southeast. Let them leave southeast and see if you hear of insecurity. The Ebubathoro, they were terrorizing Biafra, and these criminals were busy terrorizing Biafra land before now. You people will hear Simon Ekpa boys. They keep pushing the lies and propaganda. Whereas it was the criminal Ebubago southeast, the fools formed to terrorize their own people. They were working with Nigeria terrorist army terrorizing Biafra land. Since they were dealt with by Biafra gallant men, have you heard of them enforcing it at home anymore? The answer is no. That is how the terrorists will be flushed out of Biafra land. They will be flushed out. Unity is not by force. They can't continue terrorizing us, marginalizing us in Biafra land for Nigeria to remain one. We're going to resist them to the last. And we're not going to stop until we get to our destination. We'll stop at nothing until we get to our destination, because victory is ours and assured. Chukwu Kikabiama is with us. That is why all their evil plan keeps backfiring. So thank you, dear friends. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comment at the comment section. May Chukwu Kikabiama continue to guide, protect our gallant men, strengthen them more and more for us. He said, more strength to you, Biafra Prime Minister. Thank you all.